Could you actually cook a chicken just by slapping it? Ridiculous as it sounds, physics says it's theoretically possible. When your hand moves toward the chicken, it carries kinetic energy. The energy an object has simply because it's moving. But when your hand hits the chicken and suddenly slows down, that energy doesn't disappear. It has to go somewhere. Some becomes movement, some becomes sound, some deforms the meat. And a tiny fraction ultimately ends up as heat. And that's the problem. A single slap adds an incredibly tiny amount of heat. Nowhere near enough to actually cook the chicken. Even a fairly hard slap carries only a few joules of energy. And only part of that can actually warm the chicken. A refrigerated chicken might start at around 4 degrees Celsius. To cook it safely, its inside needs to reach about 74. And here's the important part. Heating one tiny spot isn't enough. That energy has to warm kilograms of meat all the way through. Let's use a 2-kilogram chicken. Raising it by about 70 degrees takes hundreds of thousands of joules of energy. Using the heat capacity of meat, our rough estimate comes out to nearly 500,000 joules just to raise its temperature. If each slap actually delivered about 5 joules of useful heat, our chicken would need roughly 90,000 slaps. That's one slap every second for 25 hours straight. And reality would make the number even worse. So why not just slap harder? Because kinetic energy rises with the square of speed. Faster gets powerful very quickly. But at extreme speeds, you wouldn't neatly heat the meat. The impact would crush, tear, and throw it around long before it cooked evenly. And there's another problem. The chicken isn't the only thing taking the hit. Every slap sends force straight back into your hand. Now repeat that tens of thousands of times. Your hand would give up long before the chicken ever became dinner. But here's the weird part. The physics itself actually works. Motion can become heat through friction, deformation, and collisions. You've felt this yourself. Rub your hands together and they warm up. The same basic idea, just far more efficiently. And believe it or not, someone actually tested this. Instead of destroying their hand, they built a machine to do the slapping. And it worked, sort of. Thousands of repeated impacts slowly raised the meat's temperature, proving the basic physics was real. So yes, in theory, you really could cook a chicken using nothing but slaps. But there's one enormous catch. You'd need an absurd number of perfectly controlled impacts, waste huge amounts of energy, and probably destroy the chicken first. So physically possible? Yes. Practical? Not even close. So yes, you could cook a chicken by slapping it. But unless you have thousands of slaps to spare, maybe just use an oven. Until next time, stay curious.